So if we're ready, then let's get in to Stuck on Stuff episode 8?
8, I think.
7 or 8?
We recording?
We are recording.
Oh, shit. All right, Stiz.
Snuk, who do we got, yo?
Stiz, today's pretty major. We have, well, it's actually historical.
It's
historical because it's the first
of its kind.
It's the first female to ever join Stuck on Stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's a two-time Boston Music Award nominee for R&B Artist of the Year, Video of the Year for the one with Dutch. And like I said, the very first female to ever bless Stuck on Stuff podcast. It's Marcela Cruz.
Hey, that's what's up.
What's
Make
up,
some
Marcela?
noise for Marcela.
What's up, guys?
What up?
How are you?
She's making a lot of noise out here, Stiz.
I've been hearing your name like crazy for the past, I'd say, 6 months, something like that.
Yeah.
On the R&B tip, too, which
Yep.
is major because we don't usually have, or you don't usually hear a lot of that coming from out of here, which is major.
Yeah, R&B people, like, all right, right now, Snuk, if someone said, yo, who's the R&B dudes out here? Who would you say?
Who's the R&B dudes out
here? I
here?
would say Jay Tronius.
Tronius, even though he's in Texas right now. I'll always say Lee Wilson.
Lee Wilson, my
Love
guy.
Lee Wilson.
Shout out Lee Wilson, man. That was like one of the first R&B dudes I met out
And you
here.
know, this probably
He wrote one of the records on it.
Really? Did he?
Yo, shout out Lee
I'm
Wilson.
still sitting
So
on a
what
Lee
up, Lee?
Wilson record.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
actually,
it.
yeah, I got mad.
ST been fucking with Lee Wilson since
He
Lee
was like
Wilson.
one of the first
Yeah.
dudes that was singing hooks on like
Yeah, for
rapper
sure.
shits out here,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Who
We did
else?
that.
Cyrus the Shield.
Yeah. Cyrus the Shield.
Shout out
Reggie
Cyrus.
Hills.
He wrote, Cyrus wrote
I
a bunch of the
never
shit on the
heard of
new edition shit.
Did he?
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
this new one?
No.
Nice.
Cyrus got a lot of credits on that one.
So, and then if you had to say female R&B, can you even think of one?
I can't, but
I
I might be a
can't.
little out of the loop. So maybe Marcela could break us down. You know what I'm saying? Break it down. Who's kind of making moves out here right now?
There's a lot of.
Or
With
just
you.
done it in the past? I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you take a look at who else is nominated in my category for the BMAs.
yeah, that would have been a smart thing for us to do. Yeah.
I'm good friends with Rebecca Zama. She's in there. She's very talented.
Love her already.
And who else are my good friends out here? Ashante. Is it? I think Nicole. She goes by Ashante Nicole. Punky the singer. She's dope.
Okay.
No shit.
But
you're
I'm gonna have to check all these people out.
But you're gonna clean up. Let's be honest, right?
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
so-
Lisa said, yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out Lisa Finelli in the building.
Yeah.
We'll touch on how you met Lisa and all that. So let's first and foremost, I think we should start with the major hard hitting questions. Will you marry me?
Stiz coming in hot.
Lisa's like,
No?
nope, we ain't getting married.
Hey, shout out.
Lisa,
you
like,
got
yo, you
got
gotta
a great
email-
manager over
First
here.
of all, you got to email Lisa
holler
if you
at
want to holler.
Experience Creative
Right.
if you want to talk about that.
You want
No,
to propose to Marcela, you have to go through Lisa.
Exactly. Yeah.
Marcela, talk to us about how you came up. You know, how did you get into singing and how did you?
First
you
of
know,
all, how
start
old are you?
to-
I'm 26.
Okay, just so we can
How
get a
old do I
gauge on the
look?
era
Yeah.
and everything.
How old do I look?
You
I
look
would-
younger than 26.
I thought it was younger, to be honest. Yeah,
Good
for
answer.
sure.
Good answer.
Great answer.
We're 41.
My stock is rising with Marcela right now, Stiz.
No, I've been singing since forever. But after college, back in 2012 was when I decided like there's nothing else that I want to do other than sing, even though I got my degree in psychology.
Where'd you go to college? Yo, that's what's up. Where'd you go to
Major.
college?
UNH.
UNH.
Yeah.
Shout out UNH.
Yeah, what up, Wildcats?
Oh shit.
So yeah, after college I realized like what am I gonna do with my life? I'm looking at jobs and stuff and I'm like, I don't like anything else as much as I like singing. So I started making moves on my own, writing songs, and then I was lucky enough to get linked up with Nelly Pro Tools out
Shout
here.
out Nelly.
I was
That's
gonna ask
another
Big
OG.
shout out to Nelly.
So I was gonna ask you, anyways, at some point in the interview, how did you link up with Nelly Pro Tools, and then obviously, and then also explain who Nelly Pro Tools is for people maybe outside of Boston that don't know.
I mean, Nelly Pro Tools legit, again, was one of the very first engineers' names I think I started to hear when I started to get into Boston hip hop.
Right, because you're more from
Literally.
you're from the 617, so so Nelly
That
was
was like, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know if you any G.I.'s, my man
G.I.'s,
G.I.'s,
yeah,
Rap
yeah.
Squad,
Rap Squad.
Jay Cardam. G.I.'s, I remember I was linking with G.I.'s, and G.I.'s would be recording with Nelly. And so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just was
always.
like, wow, Nelly's.
we
Nelly's
had a
one
little
of these
thing with
big
them back
dudes.
in the day. It was ST and the Rap Squad. It was Strap Squad.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
nothing major came of it, but it was gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, Easy had a mixtape with Cardam,
right,
too, I think.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's how it all
yeah.
happened through Jay
So
Carter.
yeah, how did you link with Nelly?
Yeah, I mean, being that I'm from Lowell, I had never really heard about Nelly, but a friend of my sister's actually saw that I was, doing a lot on my own and wanted to take it to the next level, and he said, "Yo, I know the perfect person to just get in and talk to, maybe start recording your stuff in the studio. And he brought me to Nelly, and we had a couple sessions, and after that second session, Nelly was like, yo.
So is Nelly playing you beats and shit, trying to get you on his shit or what?
No, initially I just went in because I wanted to record my first song, Stuck on You, which is on this EP that we'll talk about in a little bit. But I just went in for just like a 2-3 hour session and then scheduled my follow-up to finish the track. And that's when he was like, yo, I would love to work with you. I would love to help develop you. And yeah, the rest is history.
That's major.
Yeah.
And so what were you doing before, like before you got in with Nelly and you said you were doing it on your own? Like, what, recording off your own laptop and throwing it up on SoundCloud?
GarageBand.
Like
so I was going to get into that, Stiz. She was
Yeah.
doing major, like, she was doing a lot of covers, right? On, like, YouTube and shit.
I love YouTube
On her
Lots of
YouTube.
covers.
I love your
Love
covers, by the
YouTube
way.
Thank you.
I love your covers. Let's get
Thank
into the
you.
shit right away. I thought the SWV joint that you did was fucking flawless.
Thank you.
Really?
Talk
Flawless.
about TBT. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Well, because I knew you were coming. And
Why?
then especially-
What? How TBT is that?
Well,
that was like
4?
maybe 2013.
Wow. Okay.
So if
5
when you
years
go on
ago.
YouTube and you know how it goes from one to the next, you got the whole strip on the right, and you just keep
Yeah.
going. I'm like, yo, she did that one. So
Yeah.
I went back and I was, yo, but she did right here,
Mhm.
which is the MJ sample. Stiz, you know what it is when you hear it. The
Yeah, I
SWV
think,
shit. She fucking
Chris-
bodied that shit.
Chris Brown, right? Acapella cover.
Yeah. Yep. In my
Complete
room.
body. Fast forward it. Fast forward it,
So
Stiz.
we
She's
just
doing the
built it
beat.
up. Yeah.
Yo, body. Woo.
Oh my God, I love this beat.
So wait, so you put that shit in segments and then you put the beat together and then spit over it?
Yeah.
All on GarageBand.
All
I
on
would
your-
just be stuck in my room just playing.
All on your own?
Yeah.
No one. You learned all this yourself. No
Yeah.
one's helping you.
That's
Well,
major.
it was really cool because when I was in college,
that
I was
playing.
a part of an a cappella group, so we did a lot of this kind of stuff. And
Where was the
then
acapella group out of?
At UNH.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout out Made in Harmony. What up?
That's
Oh.
dope.
But,
man.
yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So Nelly, you meet Nelly.
Mhm.
And so where does it go from there? You start, like, did you already have a project in mind? Like, did you have like a bunch of songs compiled that you wanted to record? Did you start like doing that then and there? Like,
Yeah.
how did that work? You
Yeah.
already had the Stuck on You joint.
Yep, I had a collection of songs that I wanted to just record and really just finalize and master. But then we took it a step further and started just collaborating together, coming up with new beats, coming up with new songs, writing. And
Nelly was making the beats?
Nelly,
what's
also Gabriel Sarango, Martin Sarango. We spent a lot of time together in the studio just working on new music. And then slowly we started networking. Nelly was introducing me to a lot of the people that he knows in the music community out here.
Which is like everybody.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then we slowly started to do a lot of shows out here in Boston, which was cool and new to me because, again, I was from Lowell and
Right.
hadn't really been performing out here.
So did you ever, because I know you doing the acapella group thing in college and all that shit, did you ever like audition for anything like an American Idol or like anything like that?
I auditioned for American Idol when I was in high school.
Word.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even
I was
think-
a-
what happened?
I
What
was an
that?
AI
What was that?
fiend, Stiz. I was an
Were
AI
you?
fiend.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
I don't think I missed the season.
Yo,
I
I
like
love
the first
Stuck
3
about
seasons.
that. Yo, he's such a hardcore rapper. Like, you know, one of the best spitters out here. And then
This is the
you'll
thing,
be-
Stiz. I
he
can say
loves
corny shit like that
because
because I'll body any rapper, though.
Absolutely.
There you
Let's
go.
get it. MC
Are
is
you
the greatest of
excited
all
for the
time.
new season?
No, but I will watch it.
He said no.
I will.
I
will
mean, I
watch
can
it.
see why it's entertaining. What was that whole process like?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
get into that.
What
So
is that like?
When I went, it was at Gillette. It was pouring rain.
Who was the judges that year?
Who were the
You don't meet
judges?
them.
Oh, you don't
I
even
don't
get
even
that.
remember.
Yeah.
No. I didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah.
far. But
I'm saying in general, you don't get to see them until you like
no.
get.
I think
Ryan
until you
Seacrest
really-
showed up and he like amped the crowd up. But
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
Gillette was full, packed.
Wow.
And it was pouring rain. Luckily, where we were seated, I was like underneath the awning
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
So you ain't getting rained on. and
Yes,
shit,
which was good. But I think we were there probably a total of 8 hours.
Damn.
And finally,
That's
when,
light. I know people been
Yeah.
there for
Yeah,
way
no,
more
there
than
were
that.
there
Yeah.
were people that were there way longer.
Yeah.
But finally, when we got up, you had to audition in like 4s.
That's what's
And
worse.
actually, my
Ah.
boy Phil Parker, who's amazing, he has an amazing voice. Actually, we just finished doing a track together too. I ran into him there, and we both auditioned, and we didn't make it. However, people that went could not hold a note and were dressed in tutus and wings.
And that's why they went.
Crazy. And they made it through.
That's why they went.
Yeah. That's what sucks about those TV shows, especially for a real artist
a lot
like
of fuck
yourself.
shit, yeah.
There's a lot of fuck shit that goes on, and
Right.
it's TV at the end of the day, so they need those fucking horrible fucking TV moments that are funny.
I still love the show. Like I think it's a great platform for.
And don't get it twisted. You do need a couple of those, especially for the first couple of episodes. You want to see the retards. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to see the retards. You want to see. Yo, I swear.
Yo, your Boston accent is so crazy.
Check it out,
retards.
I swear on everything, I own William Hung's album. Easy Money can attest to this.
You do.
Easy Money can attest to this. I had the it came with a poster inside. I put the shit on my wall and everything. Stiz.
She bangs.
She bangs. Yeah, that dude.
Unbelievable.
I own his
That guy's
album.
huge.
What was the other one? Oh no! I'm thinking of
William Hung was a Chinese cat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She
the
bangs.
guy.
She
Okay.
bangs.
Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
they gave him Koch Records gave him 25 G's.
Of course, Koch Records.
Of course, Koch.
Of course, Koch
They gave him
Records,
25. He put out an album. I'm talking everything from Rocket Man to fucking R. Kelly. I Believe I Can Fly. He
and
does
that
it all.
motherfucker is chilling right
So just
now,
know that
yo.
he made it through, but Marcela
Money.
Cruz didn't. Is where I'm coming back with this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of fuck shit.
after that, I was like, all right, this is not gonna be for me.
Yeah.
But no, it's
But
all a
it
learning
was.
experience.
So
and
that's it,
it
just
pushed
AI?
me. It pushed me to just go harder myself. I'm like, all right, if this is gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yo,
if I
that's
make
it. Yo,
happen.
there's two people in the world. There's people that are gonna take that AI thing and just quit, or there's someone that's gonna be
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck
Right.
that. That's the fuel that I'm gonna use to keep going. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean?
It's funny though. I went to so at one of the Disney parks, they have an American Idol experience.
Okay.
And you feel like you're actually on the show.
Really?
Oh, it's like the
full
background
audience,
and everything.
Full audience, full stage, hair, makeup, judges, a host. You get the confetti at the end when you win, and
Holy shit.
the audience can
That's
actually
crazy.
vote. So I did that a couple years after, and actually ended up winning, and I had to do like 2 or 3 rounds. And they gave me a free pass to go cut the line and try out for American Idol again.
Wow.
And I didn't even take it
Cut the
because
line.
I mean,
You didn't want to deal with the fuck shit anymore by that
Nah.
point.
Didn't take it.
No, but it was dope. Like the confetti came down, and they're like, "Oh, yeah."
Yo, I don't get it.
So it
Does
felt like
that-
I was actually on
Is
the
it
show.
a
Right,
real
right.
contest, or like can anybody win? Like if it's like the experience.
The experience, no, it was
It's
real.
a real contest.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
So there was like a total of 6 people that went in and were a part of the competition that day. So it was cool.
Oh, and they do new ones every day.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
dig it.
Well,
I dig it.
yeah,
or every other
they,
or
they
whatever.
did pay me to go back, or not pay me. They like paid my ticket to go back and
That's
film
paying
more,
you.
which was cool.
Yeah,
All day.
Those parks are
absolutely.
like $100
We'll take it.
plus
Hell
to
yeah,
get
that was
in.
Orlando, right?
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
So,
go back to
even with the
Disney.
free ticket, I was like, just given the experience I had before.
Yeah, I never been to Disney.
Wow.
I came up
Really?
different. Never in my life.
Yeah, I've been there.
Son, I've been to Canopy Lake. Son, I'm from the 978.
Yeah, that's right
Canopy
next
Lake.
door, yo. Canopy Lake,
Yep,
bro.
that was my
Canopy.
Disney and shit.
Yo, shout out
Love
Canopy
Canopy.
Lake Park. Yeah,
Yep.
that-
I thought
that's
I
OG.
was- I thought I
didn't
was
go
a-
once this summer.
No, I
I
haven't
didn't
been
go
in years.
anywhere.
You're not going
this
right now when it's
summer.
the Halloween shit though. That's your shit.
No, I do
Ooh.
have tickets for Witches Woods. I was telling you about. I don't know if we're gonna do that. I mean, it's shit.
That's
It's
Neshoba,
like
right?
another week. I don't know if it's Neshoba.
Is that the one you said is
is
crazy? Like they fuck with you and grab you? and all
No,
that
that's Blackout in New York.
Okay,
I
okay.
really want. Yeah, have you heard
Stiz
about
said this
Extreme
one that you
Hot
gotta
Dogs?
sign. You gotta sign a fucking waiver like
Yes.
just to do it because
It's
they're gonna
this
fuck
new-
with you.
it's
so
this
heavy.
new
I'm
thing
all
that
set,
started
kid.
popping
And you're gonna
off.
do it?
I really want to.
I'm all
I'm
set,
obsessed with horror stuff. Real quick, it's these things called extreme haunted houses.
Okay.
So you know, like haunted houses, like they're not what they were when you were a little kid. It
Right.
takes a
Yeah.
lot more to scare
Yeah,
you
for
these
sure.
days
I
if
agree.
you really want to get scared. So there are these things like it's called Blackout. It's in New York and L.A. They're extreme haunted houses. So you have to sign a waiver saying that like you won't sue, whatever.
Won't punch
They
back.
give you a safe
Yeah, exactly.
word.
Yeah.
They give you a safe word so that if it gets so bad, you can say banana and then they'll stop it. And you have to walk through alone. And like
Of course,
there's
that's your safe
Oh,
word.
there's
see, I-
nudity. There's they grab you. They put like duct tape over your mouth.
No.
They
God.
don't punch you in the face, like you know what I mean. But they grab you and like you know what I mean. They
Wait,
try
nudity
to
for
really,
them? Or
yeah,
they like rip
no,
your clothes?
nudity for
Right.
them. Like a naked woman or a guy could run up to you and just like
What?
it's supposed to be like real psychological, like real crazy. Like,
All set, kid.
yeah,
That's all you.
I don't know about
I'm
the duct
into
tape,
that.
but if like they were to touch me or like grab me, maybe I would do it. But because you're right,
It
the
takes
ones
a lot
around
to get
here,
you scared. Yeah,
yeah, I'm
like,
just like, I know you can't touch me. I know you
Yeah.
can't like.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
you
you're
gotta
coming.
kick it up a
Yeah.
notch, yo.
Yeah,
I know you're
So I
coming.
feel you, but duct tape.
So yeah, shout out Canopy Lake.
Stiz loves Halloween. Yo, Who like did you listen to coming up, and like who were you a fan of, and some of your favorites R&B wise?
I had a lot, but definitely Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey. I was obsessed with Christina Aguilera, her Stripped album, her Back to Basics album.
Shout out to DJ Premier for doing mad beats on the Christina album.
He did?
Yeah.
He got 5 beats on that motherfucker.
No shit.
Checks like a motherfucker for Primo on that
Yeah,
one.
but Christina
Primo
was
the god.
huge. Let's see. I'm a big JoJo fan too.
Yeah,
So,
JoJo.
Casey and JoJo?
I like that
No,
Oh, the girl
JoJo.
JoJo.
She's
The
from
girl
out
JoJo.
here.
Yeah.
Where is she
She's
from?
so
Stiz, dog.
underrated.
I'm from the
She's-
90s though. I'm thinking
from, like,
Jodeci right now.
Southie.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think she's from Southie or something.
Nah, she's from is it even Mass though, or is she like Rhode Island or something?
I thought it
Not
was
Mass.
mad.
No, I'm pretty. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
it
it's
is. It's out near Foxborough. It's one of them fucking.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's
where
one of those
I think
towns
it
near
is.
Foxborough.
Yes, I think it's near Foxborough.
Because
Yeah.
they always got the Patriot shit on. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Damn, so you was a big JoJo fan.
Yeah, still am.
Well, I
She's
mean,
amazing.
Doug, you can see that. I mean, she's an R&B singer coming up. This girl kind of made it.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I mean?
Nah, she did make it.
She
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
she did. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Love
think she
it.
has something new that I heard too.
Really?
Mad Love.
Or
is
like
her-
recently. Yeah.
Mad Love. I think she came out with last year.
Yeah, that one.
Obsessed.
That's
like
what
I'm
thinking.
obsessed with all her albums. But
I
Raised
love-
in Foxborough.
Yeah.
There we go.
It was literally Fox.
American singer, songwriter, and actress. That's how you got to get it. You writing your own. You writing some of your shit, or all of it, or how
Yep,
does that work?
I
Love
write.
that
I
about you.
collab. Like I mentioned earlier, I've worked with Lee Wilson. He wrote a record on my first EP. Reggie Hills too. Shout out to them.
She's on the new Easy Money album.
Yes, you
in
killed it
Flyer
on
Lansky
there.
in stores now.
Killed it on
Thank
there.
you.
Yes.
Body
Yes,
that
you
shit. Did you write that or did Easy
wrote
write
that.
that?
I
All right,
wrote
cool.
that, yeah,
Because
yeah.
Easy will be quick to be like, nah, I wrote it and you have to say these words.
Well, Guapi Chulo.
I would
Guapi.
too. Yeah. I
Guapi
would
Chulo,
too.
his R&B alter ego.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Guapi
yeah,
Chulo
yeah.
comes through, and so he gave you a little leeway with that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy. Yo, it's nothing better than as an MC when you can like fall
Let
back,
it go.
fall back a
Oh,
little,
I know,
because you know you're
yeah.
dealing with somebody talented enough to do
Yeah,
her thing.
yeah.
Like that's major.
Yeah, that is super major. That is super major. But sometimes, I mean, I've been known to write a decent hook that a girl could sing. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I
for
mean?
sure.
For sure. Yeah.
I literally, it's all I'm doing right now. So we
Really?
should talk
Yeah?
after.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
yeah.
Who else? So you're a major JoJo fan.
Yeah, I
You
love
fuck with
JoJo.
MC obviously because you'd be a retard if you didn't. Christina. Who else? So I see the
Lauryn Hill
area.
for sure.
Lauren, of course.
Hey, do you think MC fell off?
What are you doing
I'm
right now?
I'm
Stiz?
asking you. I'm putting you in the spot.
I'm just gonna say
putting you on the spot.
I was a big fan of MC back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
but now
You're wrong for that.
Snuk, she's not
She's better
living the
now.
way she should.
She's better now. New album this year.
she's not. But I still
She's
love
not
her.
As long
living
as
the
she-
way- Oh
Always
yeah,
love
she's
her.
still an OG. She's
Yeah.
still Mariah.
This is
like,
the thing that this is all I
I
asked
just
for on
wish
the
she
new
wasn't
album.
a big drinker.
All I asked for on the new album is that JD has a big part of it.
Oh, that
Okay.
yeah. That
If
would be
Jermaine is,
major.
whenever
yeah.
Jermaine is involved,
it's a
or
it's a
Dream,
hit.
the album she did with Dream was crazy. The
know.
the memoirs of an imperfect angel, that was
But-
fucking amazing.
You know, things change.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So you see the alcoholic Stiz?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why? Just because she's a little bigger? Just a little? she did have twins, you know.
No, I mean it's a known fact that Mariah's an alcoholic.
She likes her wine.
She likes her
She
wine.
likes her wine.
Yeah. And that whole New Year's
She
Eve
is like wine. She gets
fiasco.
better with
Oh,
age, I think.
yeah. Oh man.
He
I-
loves her.
I think she gets better with age.
I
Musically
just
too.
would like to see her. You know, I think maybe she does have an alcohol problem. I would like to see
That's
her.
the headline of this
sober.
whole episode. MC has alcohol problem.
Not
I would
this
like
MC
to see her
though.
sober.
No,
and
oh
doing
yeah,
her
that's
thing.
right.
Not this
Because your
MC,
shit is
don't
MC.
get-
Oh, shit,
Nah, but
that's
that's
so
what we're gonna
funny,
do.
yeah.
Stiz. MC has huge alcohol problem. It's a picture
Oh
of
my
us with
God.
Marcella,
Yeah.
and we get the clicks. That shit is clickbait.com.
No.
Lisa said no.
Go get
Stiz.
mad hits. Like what?
Lisa said no.
For real. So yeah, anyone?
Who you rocking with for newer artists right now? And it
a
it
lot
don't
of
have to be
newer
local,
artists.
but whatever. Everything.
A lot of new artists. Kaylani, I love.
Mm.
Her, SZA for sure. Division. Do you guys
No,
know
I
Division?
never heard of
Yo,
that.
I love
Oh
that.
my-
You got to
I
put
have
me on
put
to this.
so
shit.
many people on Division. It's ridiculous. They just came out with a new album last week too, called Morning After.
What are they? Who?
So it's a singer and a producer. 1985. They're a part of OVO.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
feel like
And the
I-
singer's Daniel. Shoot, I forget his
Yo,
last name.
Drake stay with his ear
Oh
to
my
the
gosh,
street,
but they're
bro.
so
Oh my
amazing.
God.
That's like their first album is already one of my like top 5 favorite
really.
albums.
Wow.
I feel like that's what
And-
like Weeknd did.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like when all of a sudden I heard Drake was co-signing this new kid Weeknd, and there was this mixtape House of Balloons, and I listened to it and I was like, it was different than anything I had ever heard as far as like an R&B dude
Yup.
like swearing. He was really like, you know.
See, I
what
love
mean?
that
like,
shit.
I like it too.
I love real R&B over like hip hop drums and like beats. You know what I'm saying?
You guys
like,
have to listen to September 5th.
all right, I'm gonna check it.
Like you will love it. I've listened to it over 100 times, and every time I put it on, I'm like, yes.
If you're talking about a rapper right now, I would lie and I wouldn't even peep it. But because it's R&B, I'm gonna check it because there's a chance I might actually like this shit.
You have to. It's like
good music is good music.
You got a lot of 90s elements in there, but also like futuristic soul and.
Where's he from?
They're from Canada.
Oh, they're from Canada.
Yeah.
Canada's doing that.
OVO, Drake, that whole shit. Yeah.
You like Tory Lanez?
I do like Tory Lanez.
I like Tory. Snuk, you like Tory?
Yeah, I like him.
I love that joint. You ain't gotta do more than just say it. That's
shit, Stiz. I found out recently Stiz is R&B head. Oh yeah, where?
Yeah, South by Southwest year ago.
Look at you already.
Yeah,
out
he
there.
was like swinging from the ceilings. And he sounded great. Like he really can master the rapping and the singing.
Oh, all right.
Really?
Oh, okay.
I like that record too, Stiz. But every single record has the 90s sample and the 90s hook.
But I love it.
Nah, that particular record is crazy though.
Every time it's done, I love it. Like so.
If it's done right.
Even Wild Thoughts.
What's that?
Yeah, I know. Because
I don't know what that is.
Mixed feelings with
Rihanna.
Wild Thoughts.
Mixed feelings because
DJ Khaled, wow, with the Santana.
Oh, do that
sample.
again.
I don't think I heard it.
What? I know you've heard it.
Yo, I know. Sometimes it boggles my mind. Sometimes.
I mean, there's stuff
Stiz,
I don't know. I
the
don't
Rihanna
hear.
with the Santana fucking sample.
I don't know. I'd have to hear it.
I would normally be singing it to you right now, but since she's here,
Wild Thoughts.
Stiz, you're gonna get roasted in the comment section right now.
I am. I know. I probably will. Hold up.
But I
didn't know this. Oh yeah, maybe I did.
Yeah,
but same thing when you first hear it, you're like,
But does she do any
to
of the
this
singing
day,
or just the beat?
I start singing City High right away when I hear it. I immediately go into the verse of City High.
What would you do?
Yeah. I go into the verse right away.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear that still. And they bang me over the head with it, so I know.
I remember like one of the. I don't know if this was the first time I heard it, but when Cole did "Straight Up Now, Tell Me, Do You Really Wanna Love Me?" I was like,
I liked it though because he was just singing it. It wasn't like.
And then
they didn't
Chris
take
Brown
parts
did
of the
it
actual
too.
song, like.
Yeah.
Chris Brown did it with that
Chris Brown has done it with a lot.
SWV joint, right? She ain't you. She
Hold on,
I have a cover of that too.
Oh, dude, I love that
she's
song.
she's killing covers everywhere. Stiz, since you brought it up, Chris Brown dropped a track list this week for his new album.
He just dropped a documentary too. I kind of wanted to see it.
My friend just saw
I
it.
would keep that.
She loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you feel about Chris Brown being a female?
Hold up. With the track list shit, it was 45 songs. I just want to get
Holy shit. Triple disc.
So that's it's a little much to take in.
Or maybe that's a list that leaked. That's like all the songs he's compiled.
I don't know.
And now he has to pick the best.
I heard this is the track list of the album. One of the songs did say featuring R. Kelly, so I'm all over it either way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
What's R. Kelly's little thing that he says? It's the piper. Is that him? Is that R. Kelly?
Piper, yeah.
It's the Pied Piper.
He's also the greatest male singer, songwriter, arranger, and producer of all time.
I know. He just needs to
literally listening to the Untitled album on the way
in
here.
The fucking closet. Though.
I don't know nothing about that. All I know is about his perfect album.
I don't know.
He's the greatest ever. All right, what are you saying?
Wait, how do you feel about Chris Brown?
Well, that's the thing. Like, even with R. Kelly, we talked about Mariah Carey earlier. Same thing with Chris Brown. It's really hard as listeners to separate their talent and their personal lives. Like, they have undeniable talent.
Yeah.
But then you get mixed feelings when you're like, oh, like, really? You beat a woman? Like,
yeah,
you put your hands on a female?
Yeah.
There's just no excuse for that.
And for Chris, that was a problem for a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
bro, yeah.
I will always have a problem with him for that.
Of course, yeah.
But
you
I would
can't
never
deny
be able
how
to
dope a record is
exactly,
sometimes. It's like,
exactly.
Did you like I guess he really goes into that in the
documentary.
In the documentary, yeah.
Good thing you said that. I thought you were gonna say in the 45 track CD.
I mean, you know what? That just made me think of, right? The statement that I don't give a fuck really like what's happening to you, right? Like if you make good music I think for the most part, you're gonna be good, right? And so my example, right? A prime example, Fifth going at Rick Ross. Fucking comes out, he's a fucking CO.
People still mess
that
with
was
him. Yeah.
huge. But Rick
you
kept
thought it was
putting out
huge.
these records that was.
We thought it was gonna be huge, and then he just keeps dropping hot music, and people like, yo, you know what? I fuck with this CD.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
Like, yeah. Chris Brown, that whole shit happened,
and we literally
dude
saw
just
pictures.
Kept putting out fucking crazy.
See, a lot of times you don't see pictures or videos, so you let shit slide. You're like, I don't even know if I believe it. With Breezy, we had the pictures of this girl's face, and it's the same shit with like sports and the NFL and shit. You know, dude knocks out the bitch in the elevator, Ray Rice. We see the shit, and we're like, fuck. Once we saw that, it was like, we can't fuck with him because it's like visual evidence or whatever. But we let so much shit slide. If we don't see it, it's like out of sight, out of mind. You know?
Exactly.
And the way he talks about it though, like in the
My life saying.
I wanted to.
I just realized, Marcela, I still say bitch. Am I too old to be saying bitch?
Probably.
I like your style. I probably won't quit, but I like your style.
Do it up.
What are you looking for, Stiz?
I wanted to find Chris talking about that shit in the car. Like he's kind of.
Oh, so he
like,
gets into that on the
he,
documentary
like,
he was talking about?
Fights. It'll be verbal fights.
Like he really says like I don't know, like the way he says it, it's like, oh, ready? I think this is it.
And I was just sitting there, I was like, man, okay, cool. I want to see what she looked like. I want to meet her. I seen her video. I was like, oh, she cute.
Nah, that's
so,
that's about Rihanna?
I saw her at the show, and she was like,
this
hey,
is his
she had an accent. And I was like, never heard that before. That kind of sound good, you know what I'm saying? So
Get to the part where he smashes her face through a window or
so
something.
See what she talking about. She really watching the show, so she actually like, man, what we doing? And she was just like, what you mean? I was like, I'm always over here, like, we like each other, obviously. Let's just do it. Let's just be boyfriend and girl.
That's just when he's like meeting her though.
Together for maybe like I want to say 8.
What
I
the
really
fuck? This fucked me all
was
up.
serious about it. Like I'm not.
It's on Netflix,
like, I'm
right?
not.
Fuck this.
Yeah, is that where it is? Because I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, I think it is on Netflix.
What is it, like an hour long?
But he basically
I'll watch
says
that
he
shit.
went into a restaurant with Rihanna.
Yeah.
And there was this girl there, and I think it was this girl that he used to smash or whatever.
Right.
He says he did not think that he didn't know that girl was going to be there. He had no idea. And so when him and Rihanna get there, and they were drinking a little. It was the night of the Grammys, wasn't it? I think?
Yeah, they were on their way or whatever.
Yeah, they were on their way, and they were drinking a little bit. So they get to this place. This girl's here. She like tries to come up to Chris, and security kind of like tells her to go away. And Rihanna just started saying like, "Yo, you knew that girl was gonna be here or whatever."
Oh,
and
right.
that's how it escalated.
Okay.
And then I don't know, like.
I'm watching that shit tonight.
Yeah, it's good. And he's like, yo, we got in the car, and then she just started yelling, and she grabbed
took his
my
phone,
keys.
and
Yeah,
she
she
started
took his
looking through it.
phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yo, but we overlooked that because
yeah.
he dropped some hot ass records since then.
Yeah, which
But still no excuse.
There's no excuse.
Still
Do
no
not hit
excuse.
a
A woman,
That's right.
he's learning.
a
He's
lady,
learning.
right.
a female.
So talk about your new project and how you start getting nominated for the BMAs. That's crazy.
Yeah. So my newest project is called Fight For It, and I like to call it a tringle. Which is
I'm a fight for
3
it.
singles.
She dropped 3 all in one time, right?
Oh,
3 singles. Yep.
I like it.
And yeah, it's more about like what I've been really working on the past few years as an artist, really fighting for what I want to do. It's what makes me happy. So there are gonna be a ton of different obstacles, a lot of different challenges.
Super
along the
relatable
way.
joint, yo.
Yeah.
Joint's crazy.
Yeah.
It's relatable for everybody. The artwork is crazy. She's sweaty with some boxing gloves. Everybody should go check
We
that
all
out.
come from different walks of life, and we're writing our own incredible
Here's a little bit of it right
stories
here,
that are aimed
Marcela
towards
Cruz,
our
Fight
definition
For
of
It.
happiness.
That shit is insane.
You might lose sight, come across several forks.
Who produces
This
beats?
was
This was Nelly Pro Tools.
this was like, yo, I ain't hearing that inspirational message in the beginning. I want to hit it.
And shout out to Leon Waldo
Beats
for
crazy.
co-writing.
Dreams to become a reality.
I love that you fuck with co-writers like, and that same dude you mentioned, like you got to,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so
thing with
different,
him.
right? Like what rappers do it. It's
right.
you're using a
Yeah.
ghostwriter.
Right.
You suck. Get
Right.
out of here. But
Whole
I mean,
different
that's
world.
the way it should be.
That's the way it should be
I
in
feel
hip-hop,
as a
yeah.
spitter. Like, you know what I mean? But it's not like that for R&B.
Yeah.
Why is that? You think?
I mean-
Because the focus is the singing.
Personally, like and this might be different for other R&B singers, but personally, I've always considered myself a singer first, and then along the years, I've started working to be better as a songwriter. So in order to get better, I need to surround myself with other people who write, and I've been growing like that. So I love that I'm able to work with other people and see what works for them, and then try it out for me. But
I love it. That's the most important shit for me.
Yeah.
So what are you nominated
I'm more
for?
interested in a singer when they're a writer as well. So I'm just into that type of shit, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look at someone like
Well,
Beyonce.
Rihanna, you know, she literally just walks into the
yeah,
studio and does.
All right, yeah. What's the song?
and she
Yeah,
leaves with a
all
number
right,
one
yep.
hit.
You know what's
Yeah.
really
Okay,
cool too
thank you,
about
Drake.
working with other
Right.
writers and other singers? They make observations that I don't see in myself.
Yeah.
and they'll take other routes in songs and start to, you know, put things in that I wouldn't think of, and I'm like, oh shit, like that sounds really good.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
That is what's up.
It's definitely dope.
So what are you nominated for this year?
So I'm nominated for
Video
R&B
of the Year.
Singer of the Year and Video of the Year for the Unsigned Artist category with Dutch Rebel for Don't Know Why, which we released this past summer. We have a great video that's up on YouTube. It's actually a double video with
I love double videos.
Yeah,
I like that shit.
Like when the first one ends and then all of a sudden it's a whole different beat.
You're like, oh shoot, it's still going. Like, what?
I like that.
So yeah,
we went in last weekend. We went last episode. We went in on the BMAs and the New England Hip Hop Awards and shit. So obviously go back and check that one if you haven't.
Yeah. Obviously, and actually too, while you just said that real quick, shout out our man Brad who said some cool things about the Hickey episode. We did a episode 6, I think, with Johnny Hickey.
Yeah, a lot of people have issues with that polarizing figure. You know what I'm saying? But whether you hate him or love him, you should still probably watch the episode and share it and everything.
So what was I gonna say? Who did the video?
The video was he goes by General Gomez, I think, on Instagram.
And how did
he is great. He's amazing. I mean, once you watch the video, you'll see
videos are dope.
Yeah. But I met him through Nelly again.
Nelly. Yeah. And how did you link up with the great, the one, the only, the beautiful, the talented Lisa Finelli? How did you hook up with Lisa? Shout out Lisa's in the building.
Shout out Lisa.
Yeah.
How did you hook up with Lisa?
Experience Creative.
Also like my answer to all these questions are Nelly.
Yeah,
because
Nelly.
We did one of Lisa's shows that she was putting together at the Hard Rock. Was it a year and a half ago now? And we met her there, and then Nelly and I were already such a strong team that we started talking about like next steps, and Lisa's name came up because she's done a lot of great work here in Boston.
How did it become a management situation? Because I've known Lisa for a few years now, and I didn't know she was like managing talent until I hit you up.
She always tells me I don't manage artists.
Right.
So
well, she clearly saw something different in you that made her wanna obviously not.
I'd like to think so, hope so.
Yeah.
But we linked up. So I was actually an experienced creative artist. So Experience Creative is her organization. She works with artists to develop them, help book shows, and
she's doing her fucking job because you got a show every fucking day.
And that's right. Yeah.
Well,
we had a busy year.
And shout out Lisa because I met Lisa through doing leads. I think that was when we all started meeting her. Yeah, pause. Doing leads. Hashtag yo, please tweet at StuckOnStuff and end it with hashtag doing leads. But so we met her when she started doing shows with Leeds, and then she split from Leeds and then started doing her own thing, Experience Creative.
Yep.
And she started working out here. You know what I mean? She was getting Redman out here. She was working with everybody.
Yep.
Shout out Lisa because Lisa's always been cool. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? She's always been super supportive. And that's why the city shows love back. You know what I mean? Because she's good people. So you hooked up with an ill squad. Like,
she got a nice team.
Talk about like coming right out the gate with like Nelly Pro Tools, Lisa Finelli. You know what I mean? That's,
blessings on blessings.
That's dope.
Where do y'all go from here?
Yeah,
what's the next move?
What's next?
Or at least what you can talk about or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so we're working on a lot of new music for 2018. We're also working to kind of branch out and meet new people outside of Mass. We'll always be here, but I think it's important to start to show our music to new people and have it received by new ears.
Absolutely.
So how did you
think?
I
heard you say earlier South by Southwest. That's crazy.
Yeah, you got to go to all these shits.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Do R&B people go to like A3C and shit?
Yeah. We didn't get
just to network or whatever.
Yeah,
Does every
absolutely.
genre? There's like country and like
A3C
pop.
is hip hop specific. Yeah.
Honestly,
A3C. I mean South by Southwest.
South by is everything. Yeah.
It's
honestly,
everything.
it doesn't matter what genre. I think like you need to get yourself out there, no matter what. If there's an opportunity, you should be there. So.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. So sky's the limit. And how can people go vote for you?
BostonMusicAwards.com/vote. So I'm in those two categories. Lisa's in best promoter, so vote for her too.
Shout out Lisa,
Woo.
best
In the game
promoter.
right now.
Go, we got 2 nominees.
Vote for
here,
both
yo.
of them, man.
Yes,
Please,
go vote for both.
Voting
of them.
closes on the 30th.
I
so-
went in on BMAs last week and the New England shit, but they got this one right.
I mean, listen. Sometimes we feel like it's friends giving friends
Right.
awards, which maybe,
they got this one right. Let's
which
keep it
maybe
real.
sometimes it can be. You know, all that we can do is
Well, if she
you
wins,
know,
they get it right.
not hate and support, and you know, just hope that it continually gets better. And I think it will if we have dialogue like the dialogue that we had last week.
Yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
I mean, with dudes
Yeah.
like
And
Derek
you know
Lemire
what's dope
and-
about that is we wasn't just talking shit. Like we had dude on
No,
and we was saying this shit
Snuk
to
was
his
talking
face.
shit a little bit.
All right, but it was to his face, right?
Yeah, no. We asked real questions and got real answers. It is what it is. Shout out Derek. He's trying to do a good
Yeah,
thing.
man.
And
Shout out
to
anybody trying
BMAs.
to put
You know what I mean?
New England on and musically and all that shit. I'm with it, but
I
we got to do it right.
I remember the first time Snug, like the first time I went to Term's crib, which was really the first night you and I hung in his parlor in like the middle of that thing. He had his BMA.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
He took that
And I
home
remember
for
that was
Watch
the
Out
first
Go
time
Down.
I
believe.
seen that, and I was like, yo, that's so dope. Yo.
Yeah.
Because the BMAs have been doing this for a little while now.
Well, yeah, BMAs are major. They got credibility behind them and shit. And you know, we talked about it last week. We want to get hip hop more, you know, on the forefront and
Yeah.
shit. But
Where's it
they got the
going
R&B
down?
shit right, so I ain't mad at that.
Do they already have a venue for it?
House of Blues.
Oh, House of Blues.
Yeah, it was there last year too.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
When is the BMAs?
December 7th.
All right. In case are you performing or are you just nominated?
Just nominated.
All right, and I don't mean just nominated. It's dope to be nominated.
Just nominated twice,
Maybe
yo.
one
Yeah.
day.
for
Hey,
sure.
yo, real quick, I wanted to see if I wanted to play Name That Sound real quick.
Oh.
Ready? I seen this today. It was the funniest thing ever, yo. I mean, just listen to the sound. Don't cheat.
All right.
Ready? If you can guess what this is, dog, this is the crazy. Of course. it's
What?
not.
What? Give me. Is it a
Gross.
category? Is it music? What is it?
All right, I will. The hint is it is music, but he's doing something that he wouldn't. Ready?
Okay.
I don't know what's-
Ready? Here we go. Oh my God! Why do I keep getting ruined, yo? This is crazy. I
Fail.com.
know, straight up.
I'm mostly just hearing the crowd stirs. I couldn't hear who the person was.
That
What
is
that?
Meek Mill running and doing a full-fledged front flip off of a trampoline.
What the fuck?
No, wouldn't have guessed that.
I would
Yo,
have.
it's the crazy.
You couldn't have paid me $1 million to
Ready?
guess that. That was very specific for me to guess.
I'm gonna turn it. Ready? Watch
Alright,
your
go.
boy Meek Mill. Ready? Look at him.
Wait, this is inside? What is
Yeah,
he doing?
he's like in the. Boom!
that landing.
Why,
Yo,
though?
didn't that look
Yo,
pretty
he
freaking
stuck-
professional?
He stuck that landing.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
I got a Meek Mill story from a few weeks back. Stiz.
What?
He was saying that that Nicki's pussy constantly stinks.
No, he didn't say that.
Now.
No, he didn't say that.
He said.
Where did he say that?
He said that it's every single time.
Where did he say that?
Well, I don't know what he said it on, but he said it a few weeks ago. He said the pussy stink every single time. Two things. One, I feel like it's just hating, kind of, because he's not with her no
Absolutely
more.
just hating. 8 months or
Exactly,
almost a
yeah.
year
It's
after you guys together, now you're
kinda-
gonna come out and say that?
And you were
Kinda
with her
hating.
for so long, and you put up with it.
Exactly.
Like, what does that say
Fuck
about
outta
you?
here,
So he
yo.
said every single time. So I mean, he kept coming back like, I don't believe you, bro. Come on. That's one thing. And then number two is that he's ruining fantasies for millions of people around the world right now by saying
Yeah.
this dumb shit. But that's corny.
That's crazy,
Oh,
bro.
Meek
Yo,
Mill.
that's some real hating ass shit.
It's
right
hater
there,
shit.
Yo.
It's hater
That's
shit.
crazy. Now, going back to the point earlier, if Meek Mill's put out a crazy single tomorrow, do we care that he says that Nicki Minaj's pussy stank?
Not if it's crazy.
If he hits us with another one of those intros.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
I like the video he
and
got
it's
out.
about the
I'm
music.
a boss.
Yo, let's get into the Amber Rose slut walk, yo.
Oh, yeah, why?
Because it
Yeah,
happened
yeah,
like a
yeah.
week or so ago, but I was saving it for myself. I wanted her
yeah, I don't
opinion
know much
on
about
it.
it.
So like Amber Rose had this fucking like walk where like she organized, you know, a bunch of people to walk with her and stuff. They're trying to like get rid of the negative connotation of the word like slut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to own it. Be like,
Kinda
yo,
like the
yeah,
same
I'm a
thing with
slut.
the
I'm a whole.
N-word.
Yeah, exactly. But being like, yeah, I'm a slut. I own it. Like, but like you can't call me that. Like I'm not like a bad person or nothing like.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
owning her sexuality is kind of how
Yeah,
she.
exactly.
Which is cool, whatever. I mean,
Because she's
calling
like,
it a
yo,
slut
why
walk is a little
why
crazy.
can't dudes sleep around with mad, girls,
The double
That's-
and it's
standards.
not the same? Do you think that?
I
guess,
think
yeah,
at the
it's
core,
a-
it's about double standards.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like about how she went about it or whatever? Like, do you agree? Not agree? What?
This specifically, I mean, I'm all about women empowerment. I mean, if it makes her feel better and it makes other women feel great, then I'm all for it. Me personally, I probably wouldn't use it like that.
Like you ain't gonna walk around with a sign that says I'm a slut.
No,
right.
Wasn't 21 Savage out there?
So that was the only issue I had with
it's kind of the same thing with the N-word, like people taking it back and just using it in a different way. But like I personally don't use it either. Like
exactly. Smart.
Yeah.
It's smart of you to do both of those things.
Amber Rose is like why is she?
Nobody knows, kid.
She's just crazy.
Nah, she's bad. She had a really good Drink Champs episode too. Shout out Nori. Shout out Hazardous Sounds from Drink Champs. We gonna bring Hazardous Sounds over here too.
on here for sure.
Yo, 21 Savage though at the Slut Walk is holding a fucking sign that says I'm a hoe too.
Meanwhile, Amber got Wiz tatted on her arm.
right. And yo, he just looks like a hoe to me doing that shit.
Yeah.
And he raps nothing but gun and fucking murder and all this shit. I'm not scared of a dude with a I'm a hoe sign. I'm just putting that out there.
I listened to a 21 Savage single and I was like,
well, he's on the Post Malone shit, which is actually the hottest record out right now. The I'm a rock star. That shit. Hot as fuck. But then his verse comes on and you're like, why is that not a Snuk verse?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? The joint could have been so much hotter with a Snuk verse.
I heard
as most joints.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I forget which one I heard, but it was
who else? You just
super,
said
super
about getting something tatted on your arm.
Wiz. Amber has Wiz tatted on
right.
Yeah, and who else just got Big Sean on her arm?
Oh yeah, Gina Aiko, right?
Jhené Aiko.
She got flamed. She got roasted for that.
Yeah,
I love her, but
I love her too. She's dope.
Don't do it, sis.
I know, especially with someone like Big Sean,
not even
who
a
literally
name?
falls in love with every girl he's with. Yo,
I know.
Facts.
I'm not a Big Sean
Big
fan. I get a
Sean's
lot of
in
shit for that, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Big Sean
because he is.
I don't fuck with every one of his verses.
Sometimes at his verses and they're really nice and he's good, but I just don't fuck. I think it was he caught me wrong coming in.
Really?
With the when you say B.I.G., I just feel weird. Like
when
you just come out and your ad-libs like B.I.G., I'm like, what? Like I don't get it. He definitely got better and he got hot records. I'm a hater. I understand that, but I own that shit. I am a hater. Like I'm better than him too. I'm better than everybody.
I fuck with Big Sean. Big Sean got some crazy verses. You fuck with Wale?
I do fuck with Wale. Jay said something crazy about Wale a year or two ago. Jay said that Wale will be around like longer than everybody that was coming out with that. Hove said that shit. And the reason was something about, not that he was necessarily the nicest out of all the people that was dropping the coals and all that, but he'll be around forever. Jay said that, and I gotta believe it because when the GOAT speaks, I listen.
I mean, Wale makes records that everybody can love.
Yeah, and I guess it's just something about he was saying like consistency and just
quality.
Quality as well. Quality over quantity with that dude. I'm a big quality over quantity motherfucker.
Yeah,
like, I'm all about that shit. I'll give you an album every 4 or 5 years. You're gonna love every joint on it. I'm about that.
He's great live too. I saw him some years back.
Wale.
Yeah.
Every 4 or 5 years?
Well, who knows?
That's
who knows?
Listen, I'm putting out. I got a joint coming out next week. The last thing I put out was, I think more than a year ago. Maybe like a year and a half.
Yeah, that CD was crazy.
Thank you. What do you think though about how often does an artist have to drop to stay relevant, to be doing it consistently? Like,
I don't know if things like that matter anymore.
Or is it quality over quantity?
Well, you don't have to drop as far as an album anymore. It could just be a single, and you ride that single out, and then you drop another single.
Shout out John Avini, who was like one of the Rose Glen. We had him on here. He was like one of the first people to say that to me. Like, yo, people are getting famous off fucking singles right now. So you know, like just make fucking dope singles with videos and throw them out.
So and I rearranged my whole shit. Like, meaning I'm not gonna plan shit in the form of albums anymore. Or like, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna make songs?
No, I'm gonna drop songs and push them for a certain amount of months and then drop another song. Marcela, how did you feel it went dropping the 3 records on one day? Was that like a dope thing? Because that's something I've been thinking about doing in the past.
How did you
two
drop
records or 3 or whatever.
What platform did you use to put everything out?
It was one project.
Right.
But just 3 songs. So they all dropped in like one package.
Yeah.
It was like an EP kind of
thing. It was an EP, but I like the term tringle. So
yeah, no, that's dope. Did you? I've never heard that before in my life.
I can't take credit. Actually, JoJo, we were talking about her earlier. She did that in the past once and it kind of just stuck. So
yeah, no doubt.
I like the idea of that because you can kind of drop something for everybody all on
you
one
can
day.
have 3 different songs. Like, you know what I mean? 3 different, totally different songs.
Nicki did that too.
Yeah.
Did she?
Nicki Minaj did that with her. I think her comeback to Remy or maybe something else. She dropped 2 in one day or whatever. People are doing that shit now. That's the move. Because the problem is you drop a whole album. Like I dropped a whole album last year, but probably a lot of the people only know the singles or the videos.
Yeah.
And so what happens is you have a lot of good music that's stuck on that shit unless you make a video for literally every track. People might not hear some dope music, and it's just sitting there. And now, do I want to make a video for a joint that's a year old? For
oh
the
my
people
God,
that
I'm in the same position right now, fam.
Right.
It's so funny because actually Dutch and I were having this conversation, and I was always like, oh man, I like did this song like 2 years ago. We should still do a video. And she's like, you know what? It's dope music,
right?
And just do it. Doesn't matter how long ago.
I agree with her.
I got
you gotta do
no,
it.
and I do too. So it is tough. Like it is mixed
thing.
feelings. Like
Because
bringing it back because a lot of people have already heard it.
Well, because we're right in the middle of the changing of from dropping albums to dropping singles, and so we came up thinking that you have to drop albums. So as musicians, we come into like the process of it of all right, shit, this is gonna be an intro, this is a middle, this is a filler, this is definitely an outro, like, you know what I'm saying? And people ain't doing that shit no more. So we're almost wasting time looking at it like that.
I think though too, for me, like I'm thinking about it, like I have a
Unless
song.
you're Beyonce or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Do whatever she wants.
Exactly, which is amazing. Imagine that, like, oh, here's an album, boom.
And by that I just mean your like how big you are.
But I got a song that I put out like a year ago, or maybe even almost 2 years ago, that I think was slept on. I think it was slept on.
Bring
And
it
someone
back.
just approached me to do a video, but I'm like, it's old. I already put it out.
People telling me, yo, I seen Fanelia the other day. He's like, yo, we
on-
got to do a video. For, you know what I'm saying? For
For
the
a
joint
joint
on
you
my
got-
album
yeah.
last year. And I'm
Well,
with
that's
it.
how I
Yo,
felt
shout out
with.
P. We got to get P up here.
I want to get Fanelia up here because he's my favorite 617 rapper.
Fanelia, please
a lot of
come
people
up
don't
here.
know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I felt with So Don't Know Why. It goes into Mo Fizzy. So Don't Know Why is a new record that we just released this summer, but Mo Fizzy I released last October.
Right.
So I kind of had like a conflict, like, do we do a video for it? But it's kind of old, and we ended up doing it anyway. So I think a lot of times we just overthink.
We overthink as
Yeah, we
artists.
do,
So,
absolutely.
and then we also like, oh, it's old, but who's it old to? Us
Yeah,
and like
it's old to
us
us.
and like
It's old to us.
hundreds.
What about everybody else?
Us and
Yeah.
hundreds, or
Outside our bubble.
if we're lucky
Hundreds.
enough, thousands.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
Even
you're
still,
right.
look
Yeah,
at
you're
thousands.
right.
Look at
You're
tens
right.
of thousands.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Because that's
Nelly
not
preaches
millions.
this all the time.
That's not tens of millions. That's tens of thousands.
And most importantly, however many eyes it wasn't the right ones.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I
'Cause
mean?
it's still
wasn't
sitting
the
there.
right, because those right ones are still out there. You clearly didn't get them that
Right.
time.
Yeah, and
for
I have
sure.
a lot of people. They're like, "Yo, Mo Fizzy's dope." I'm like, "You didn't hear it when it came out a year ago?" Like,
Right,
no, I
right,
didn't,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
wow, like, and a video adds a lot too.
That's why you gotta have
could,
the video.
It could make somebody like a song just by watching the video.
And how did
So,
you drop that? How did you drop your project? What platform did you use to do that?
Fight for it or this
This new one.
Yeah, Fight for it. We dropped it on Spotify, SoundCloud, Tidal, pretty much all
For
all streaming
free,
services.
money.
On Apple Music, I think you can purchase it on there, but on Spotify and all those other streaming
Fuck with
sites. you can
TuneCore?
just do it.
TuneCore, you using? Is that what you're using?
It might be on TuneCore. I'm not
Alright.
sure. I can't keep track. There's so many
Nah, I feel you, I
platforms.
feel
Lisa, is that how they got them up? TuneCore?
We fuck with CD Baby?
Oh, TuneCore's a distro.
Baby.
Yeah, TuneCore's the
no,
one
CD
that
Baby.
Baby's kinda
sends
the
them out to
same,
all.
Yeah.
I started with CD Baby, and the term was like, nah, don't fuck with that, fuck with this. And I was like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Shout out T.
There's
T
so
got
many
it down to
options
a
out
fucking
there.
science.
Yeah, shout out the general term. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question for you guys. I have, like I said, I have a new video coming out next week. And I was wondering, so it's on YouTube, right? So I had this question. Do I want to, because I'm obviously going to monetize the video on YouTube, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to upload the video to Facebook, like with the YouTube link, and send everything to that one traffic?
We've been over
or
this.
do you make it easier
Such a dilemma.
to just upload,
Sucks,
even though you
'cause
want
you
to
get so much
all
more
the
views
views
through Facebook.
Through Facebook, exactly.
Well,
so you can
But the
sponsor-
YouTube link suffers. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
At that point, you have to ask yourself, what do I want more?
Exactly.
Do I want the money, or do I want this to reach as many people as
Right.
possible?
Look at you, Marcella. See,
And if it's the
a girl
latter-
just fucking knows how to break it
and
down.
if it's the latter, which would you do? Upload it through Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I will.
But you
upload it
still
through
have the
Facebook.
YouTube channel still, so you still
Everywhere
put it there.
else, but Facebook is you're promoting it through the YouTube.
Exactly.
Facebook is the only
Exactly.
one that you're doing.
So
through Facebook.
I've like experimented with it and shit. Like you know what I'm saying, and I know you get more views through the Facebook shit
Yeah, you do.
because
Yeah.
Facebook in general doesn't want you to click on the YouTube link, so they actually hide YouTube links. You don't
Exactly.
see them.
They want something that's
People
native
ain't
to
seeing
Facebook.
that
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
and
you
it
know,
auto plays on Facebook.
It
if you
auto
upload
plays.
it.
Yeah, of course.
So-
Yeah.
so the
That's a view.
the ST the Squad new single. It's the
Got
ST Part
shared
2
by,
out now. Over 300,000 fucking hits through the Facebook shit, whatever. On the YouTube, it probably has like, I don't know, 25,000 or 50,000, whatever. It's like the numbers is crazy off. Like me and Rex dropped Lunch Table, thousands and thousands right away off Facebook. I put that YouTube link out. That shit might got, I don't know, 1,000 or hundreds. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
And like we were
but
talking
you still gotta
about,
have it, you know.
Yeah, and like we were talking about earlier, they kind of put you in a position to where you have to spend money to sponsor a fucking post.
Yeah, what we were talking about earlier with the
Which
like
is
pages
crazy.
and shit.
What was? I feel like we got like about 10 minutes left. What was?
Damn,
I feel like
killing
Marcela
shit.
said something crazy earlier, and we were like, "Yo, we got to talk about that after."
What happened this past week out in Drake It?
Oh yeah, well there was that.
That too?
Yeah, there was that. There was something else.
Crazy.
But real quick, so what happened, Marcela? You want to break it down?
Yeah, actually, one of my coworkers, Becky, brought this up the other day, and I guess out in Drake It, there was a little girl. She maybe like 8 or 9, who's a part of a foster care program. She's biracial, and her I guess foster parents, or I'm not sure, maybe somebody from the program, shaved her head and told her that it would grow back straight.
Crazy.
That her hair would grow back straight. Like
insane.
What?
And you know what's the crazy
like
shit?
Like a white person.
Yeah.
And the crazy shit is it's not like there's parents to be like, yo, you can't do that shit to my kid. Like those are supposed to be the fucking parents.
Well, the mother did come up. The mother did, her real mother did come up and was like just outraged. But it's just,
dog,
gosh.
that shit is like, that's insane. I didn't even heard of some shit like that.
Yeah.
They said it'll grow back. How the fuck they know how it's gonna grow back?
And now after her hair was shaved against her will, at the urging of the staff at the residential program where True lives.
I'm very upset. I'm very upset.
I think that's the mom.
And I'm not going to stop being upset because I feel like my child was assaulted.
True lives at the Little Heroes Group home in
That
Drake.
shit makes me want to slap the shit out of somebody. I don't even like hearing shit like this.
With emotional and behavioral
I think
I was just extra mad because I'm from Lowell, so Drake it's like our neighbor.
Yeah, you're right there.
It's like, really? Come on.
Yeah, I think unfortunately.
So when you told me the story, I was like, oh, word, where? Like, I'm like, where in the South did this happen?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yo,
right in your backyard,
I was like,
bro.
oh, in Maston, we got to talk about it at least, you know?
You know, nothing's perfect. And I think, you know, unfortunately, and especially, like, I'm kind of familiar with the adoption system. Like, yo, there are some people out there that, like, straight up adopt kids, like, to get the fucking money
The
that
bread,
comes along with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Like one of
And
those
they
houses
don't
where
have
there's
the-
always kids
Yeah,
and
they
they're always
don't-
getting the checks and shit.
Yeah, they don't have the best intentions for the kids.
It's fucked up. I hate it.
And it's really sad when you think of couples that are, you know, hardworking, great people that are trying to have kids and for whatever reason can't. Maybe you know, maybe it's something with the woman, maybe something with the guy, whatever the case is. And you have some people that just clearly
fucked
should
up.
not have kids.
So since you said the word woman, that's a good segue into this.
What?
Did you see this motherfucker rapping in a dress this week
No.
and blowing?
Yes, I did.
And blowing the fucking guns.
Yes.
So it's guns and bitches and
What
you know
was
the whole
what
rap
was the
thing.
name of that?
Guns and bitches. Bring that shit up, Marcela. I
was
know
it?
you do not have a timeline if you did not see this shit.
Yeah,
this shit,
everybody's
I
seen
could not
this.
click on nothing without seeing this fucking dude in a wedding dress, fucking rapping and or I guess if you call it rapping. He looks like young. I thought it was Young Thug because at some point they're all starting to look the same to me with the fucking colored hair and the fucking
tatted face.
and the tatted face and the dresses and shit. Like it's getting a little crazy right now.
The mampers,
the rompers. Yo, but the shorty is holding a gun like this, and like he's like down on his knees, like blowing the fucking end of a gun.
What the hell is
Probably
this
a fake
shit?
gun
Y'all go
too.
ahead and check this out, honey. Check this out. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yo, look at this shit. It's called Married to the Game. So he thinks it's appropriate to rock a wedding dress and blow the end of the gun. So I know how I feel about shit like this.
No,
I wanted to ask a female while we had a female.
We don't have a problem with guns in this country at all. No, we don't. No, nothing to see here, folks.
I don't think them shits is real. He's blowing the fucking gun. I don't think he's.
It's all for attention. I think people are getting it like really twisted and just trying to do something real crazy out the box.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Look at that white
is it
boy.
to
What was that little white boy that came out with the crazy song and he had the
Oh
guns?
yeah. The chopper shit, whatever.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You remember
I
that
forget his
dude?
name.
He got a deal. He got a deal, yo.
that's the thing.
Is it to
Is
cover
anyone
up?
paying attention to the song? No,
Not
it's
the
the guy.
song,
It's the
the
guy in the
dude.
wedding dress. But
Right.
Catch me outside,
But
girl,
nonetheless,
got a deal.
he's getting attention.
So it's
Yes,
to cover
Catch
up.
Me Outside,
It's to
girl.
cover up
Yo.
lack of talent,
Oh my
right? When you
God.
do crazy shit like that, it's clearly to cover up lack of like
Yeah,
music
It's not
talent
about the
or whatever.
music. At
I
that
have
point.
a crazy admission to make, yo.
All right, let's do it.
That Catch Me Outside, girl.
You're in
the
love?
White Horse shit. That shit's kind of dope.
What's it
Is
called?
that the one with the video?
White Jays, White Horse.
I don't
Hi,
know.
Bitch.
I know the first single she
What?
dropped. I don't know that one. Play
What?
it. You gotta hear
Video
it.
for
I gotta
that
hear it
one?
live on the shows. Yeah, she got video for all them shit.
Yo, when I tell you,
I saw one that I was like, oh, okay.
There's one said on the show that he'd smash, and then we found out she was like 14.
Yeah,
when
she's
I said
only
I still smash.
And then he had to retract the statement. Stuck on Stuff has to make a statement.
Yo,
Oh, hi, bitch.
White horse. Hi, bitch.
She writing this shit, Stiz? Or you asked me that before?
no, she definitely isn't.
You don't think?
No way. No way.
Probably not.
White J's.
Uh.
White Porsche. White wrist.
Uh-huh.
White horse. Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch. Hi, bitch. I do not sniff it to roll it. I do not drip when I pour it.
And it's official. I fuck with it.
It's official.
Save it, I throw it.
What do you think of this girl, Marcela?
White Porsche.
Honestly, I don't know enough, but this looks kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
It looks and sounds dope.
Catchy as
Shout
fuck.
out Money.
I kinda
Money
wanna
will do
move.
that for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Money will do that for you
We'll
when
do
you
that.
can go hire. You
What do
know,
you think of her
whoever
as a
you want.
person, music shit aside? Like, you obviously seen her on like memes and shit. Like,
As a, she's a child, first of all.
yeah, we
she
got to
is.
keep
We
that
gotta
in
remember
mind.
that,
Same
yeah,
with the
that's
other
true.
white girl, the one that thinks she's black.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta-
yeah.
No,
Vicky
yeah.
Woe.
Vicky,
Vicky
you
Woe.
got to remember that
That
they're
bitch is
children.
Crazy,
And
yo.
I think that's more
It's
what I
kinda
think
funny,
about.
though.
I'm like, wait, but you're a child. What?
Yeah. And your kids are going to see these videos of you when you're talking mad regular one day in 20 years.
know,
Your
I
kids are
know.
going to see
Like,
you looking
my
crazy.
mom has been a teacher for like 30 years, and I used to work in the school system and with the youth in general. And I just like I can't help but just feel like no.
Tough.
That's why
That's
we
not
really
what you
need
should
to.
be doing at 14 years old.
That's why we really need to, as a country, not be investing so much into fucking defense, like which we do, like the most, like out of anybody, and put some into education, because that's where it all starts.
I'm with you, Stiz.
You know what I mean?
Stiz, we don't got no time limit. Come on.
What else? What is there? Anything else you
Got
want?
tons of shit, man. Well, I just got so many R&B shit because she's here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they've been stacking because, you know what I'm saying? Because she was supposed to come in a couple years ago. A couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm still drunk from last night. As you can see, Stiz, the shades is on.
Oh yeah, yo. What's going on with you, Snuk? Every
Dog.
Friday night he's out wilding. He's out wilding, yo.
Get this. Strippers, hookers, a midget. My grandmother's riding by on a tricycle giving me the finger. No, I'm just playing. That's
Kids
Chris
having nice
Fowler.
Friday nights.
Yeah. No, we got it in last night. I can't really get into it, but you know, we get it in, and I wake up and I fucking come bang the shit out. But
Yeah,
the shades
shout
are on.
out, shout out Snuk for
When the shades is on, you know what it is. But yo, on an R&B tip, that's why I was asking your age, because I want to see what level of R&B was on. So like last week or the week before was the 25th anniversary of Shy's "If I Ever Fall in Love."
Oh God, is that song?
Is that the best song in the world ever?
Yeah, I never get tired of that song.
Best song ever.
Yo, where was Shy from?
That's a good question. I own the album too, and it's like
Really?
I can't even
From
name
Shy?
like.
Was he from
Nah, it's
Where is it?
it's SHAI.
Yeah, it's
There was four of them, right? Or
AI? Was it AI?
I don't
know, but that song was everything.
Yeah, still is.
Wow, 25
It's
years
everything.
ago, I was 7.
Right, so then you start
one.
doing the math, right? And you're like, damn, because you know the song by heart, right? Obviously, but I'm old enough to remember. I'm in my 30s now. I remember when the shit was literally out, like it was on the radio and shit, and it was the best song ever in fucking life. Shy's "If I Ever Fall in Love" and then "Freak Me, Baby."
Freak
The
me,
other one.
baby. You remember
That same year.
LSG?
Um,
My body all over
Levert
your body,
Sweat and Gill.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Levert
man.
Sweat and Gill. I own that
That's
as well.
crazy, yo. That's definitely crazy.
You know,
Those timeless.
those records are timeless. Even if they're one-hit wonders, it's crazy to be a one-hit wonder to have like literally one of like best songs ever made in the history of life.
This week, Boyz II Men was on GMA, and I was watching them. They're
Were
just
they?
another group.
Are they
I'm
gonna
just
drop
like,
an album? What's going on with them?
I
Well,
hope
the
they
one is
do.
always missing, right? The one dude is always missing.
Was he there?
Who's the one that the one that talks like this and gets you all sexy? Is that the one that's missing?
I think
All
it's
that
him. I
dude
don't-
did
I
was
don't
talk
remember.
Because they can move on without him. He just talks.
He just
Yeah.
talked on records. That was it, yo. They were the best though.
Dog, that 2 album was the majorest album in the world.
Still.
Oh yeah, that 2 album.
The 2 album had every fucking on Bended Knee. It had every single ever all on one fucking disc.
I remember getting that CD from. Remember they would send you the things and it would be like 1 penny for 12
right,
CDs.
Yeah. In the magazines.
Yes. And I would always order mad CDs.
Always.
Never pay for shit.
Never
bro.
pay nothing.
I had a stack, yo.
Tapes. I didn't even have their CDs.
Word, you had tapes. Shout out to tapes.
Holy shit. Yo.
So when I made the switch from tapes to CDs, I was still a little kid. I was like, and I had built myself a collection of tapes, and I was pissed that I had to make the switch, but I eventually did. And the first CD I had to switch was Immature. You remember Immature?
Oh, that was like my favorite group.
That was
that was my favorite group.
He works at the rock station.
He just got real.
That was like my favorite group.
Constantly.
Woo! Constantly.
I'll do a feature for you,
Let's
yo.
do it right now.
I'm out here.
Yo,
I literally thought I was gonna be Batman.
That was one of the dude's name, right?
Yeah,
Batman?
that was Marquise Houston. That was Batman.
Right, Marquise Houston before he was Marquise Houston. Yeah,
Where is the dude with the fucking patch right now?
I don't know.
Right
dog.
now on
They're
this
all
very
cousins.
moment, where is the
them
dude with the patch?
P2K and all of them. They're all fucking
Didn't
related.
they just have like a brawl with Ray J?
What?
Oh man, I gotta get put
I
on
don't know. I
this.
saw this clip on my feed, but they were like going
like
at each
actual
other.
beef?
Yeah, like
Like
one
they
of
were
them was
throwing
about
hands
to,
or
one of them was about to like
With
get
Immature.
up and give
Stiz
Ray
is
J the
all
hands.
over. It's his favorite group of all time,
Oh
Immature.
my God. I really do. No, I don't know. I don't see it.
Ever since I found out Stiz fucks with R&B a couple weeks ago, like I just been peppering him with R&B shit because like
I do. I love it. I love
because
R&B.
he's well rounded. He can play the guitar. He fucks with piano. He does mad shit. He's a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
And then so he knows. I'm not well rounded like that. I'm strictly hip hop and R&B. And pop,
I work at a rock station though because like I didn't pick. If you would ask me, I've been at this job for a little over 2 years, just reached 2 years, and if you had asked me 2.5 years ago if I would be in radio, I mean, I had no fucking idea. And
right,
it was
Stiz made that shit happen. Shout out to Stiz for making it happen.
It was just because grinding.
Stiz made a phone call and made it happen.
Opportunity came up, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it. You know what I mean? Because this music shit is crazy, yo. It's a lot of ups and downs.
Gotta have different avenues. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope.
For sure.
That's
why stuck on stuff. What we're doing here.
Exactly.
I say throw as much shit up against the wall as you can, and whatever sticks. You know what I mean? Whether that be songwriting, acting, you know what I mean?
Merchandising, shout out to Marcela. People. She got the shirt, she got CDs, she's super prepared.
Yes. Where can people go get your stuff, check you out, hear your music, all that shit?
Yes, so MarcelaCruzMusic.com. Yep. That's kind of the central hub, but on Instagram, Marcela Cruz Music. But yeah, we're gonna be launching a lot of new merch, some dad hats, some shirts, and got the CDs there too.
Love it.
Go check Marcela out. Vote for her for the BMAs. Vote for Lisa. We are at Stuck on Stuff podcast on Instagram, Stuck on Stuff on Twitter.
Superstar Snuk on everything.
Yup. And real quick, this episode was brought to you by Randy's Wired. Shout out Randy's Wires. Randy's Wired. Go to randys.com. Use the coupon code GRIMY and get 10% off. I've been fucking with the click throughout the whole show. I'm telling you, this is like
they sent you a package, huh? They hooked you up, Stiz?
Wow. Drop it in there. You smoke like.
Look at this
shit is amazing, bro. Definitely go to Randy's.
Just one more shout out, Stiz. The greatest album of all time turned 22 this year. Daydream by Mariah Carey.
Really?
Greatest album of all time, any genre. Fuck with me. Battle
turned
me.
22 when?
This past week. Yeah.
Shout out Mariah.
Greatest album of all time.
I mean, shout out Mariah. I just wish she would get a little more healthy. That's all.
Get off her dick, Stiz.
I just think she would be doing so much better. Like she could have a residency in Vegas. That girl.
She did.
She did.
That's
right?
what she did last year. That's what she spent the year doing. Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah. After Britney, it was her.
Cause that's
whatever she did.
She's
she did
up
that
there.
thing.
She's like Beyonce, fucking Whitney Houston. Like I would say, I'd put her in that category for sure.
Those are the three.
But yeah, we gotta wrap it up. MarcelaCruz.com, Stuck on Stuff Podcast. I'm at Stiz Grimy, at Superstar Snuk.
Marcela Cruz, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you so much, Lisa. And we out of here. Peace.